It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the Seahawks and the Rams. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First play from scrimmage, Stafford. They get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but number 4 takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 16 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They move this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's called Puka Nacua. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
The 14-yard line.
Now Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Rams are going to first and goal, which will be taken down at the 7-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now Wilson. Thomas has got it. Complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw is Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Stafford. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Rams first down.
Up the middle with Gurley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Again they run with Gurley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Stafford now to throw. Touchdown! Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
A try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and to the 28-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Wilson. Smith and Jigba with the ground. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of mine. They know to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he's done everything he could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Throwing is Stafford. Connecting with Cup here on the out route. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Stafford. Going up top for Cup. It's good. Touchdown. Cooper Cup, 69 yards. And the Rams have regained the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw is Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Seahawks send out their punter. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To make you better, and which side can...
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
First down, the run with Lynch. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. field.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now it's Wilson. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Lynch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Rams offense and Cooper Kupp making their way back out. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And out of bounds on the underside of midfield at the 45. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake at Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Stafford. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started out in Denver. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. The Broncos locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head eastward to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots.
2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson.
Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Steelers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They go play action with Wilson. Well, and that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Running left, it's Smith. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Out of the gun, Stafford. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. And the Seahawks first down.
Again, Wilson. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go up the middle with Lynch. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 19-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Seattle.
Now it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Rams 4-yard.
Here's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold him there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
At the 34-yard line.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Stafford. There's a short one caught by Johnson. He picked up a 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Play action. Stafford. Goes right back to Smith again. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stafford now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive in total 8 plays. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down.
Now Wilson. Shakes off the sack. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 24 now, here's second down and 2. Wilson. It's caught. Blocked it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. A gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Cup going to pick up the Rams' 1st down as they'll get this down to the 41. In motion goes the tight end. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Smith running wide side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
To throw is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. And out now come the Seahawks. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. They start the drive with Lynch. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. He'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Lynch up the middle, shedding the tackle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. An inside run with Lynch. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd down and 5. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Now here's a timeout. As they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.